welcoming David Michaud here to the program. The Bulldog getting ready to do battle on Titan. Is it 39? Is that what this thing is now?
I think it's 39, yeah. I don't know. It's June 10th. That's all I know. June 10th in Miami. You just got to show up.
Now, every promotion's got a number. I don't even know. I can't keep track of them all. It's too much.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
Let's talk about this training camp. Where are you right now? Who are you working out with for this training camp?
I'm down in Phoenix, Glendale. I'm at the MMA lab. I've been here for about 2 years, and it's good. It's nice. It's my home gym. I love it here. Love all the guys. Our leader's Ben, and then we got a lot of other guys that are still fighting. Training with Scott Holtzman. He's got a fight coming up in July. I was helping Brian Barberina get ready for his camp. He just fought Saturday. So, yeah, we got a lot of guys. Those are two of my good buds, but we got a lot of guys that I'm getting in there with.
You spent a lot of time getting other guys ready for their fights. And sometimes it's in the middle of your training camp. All of a sudden, the first 3 weeks of your training camp is finishing up, Holtzman's training camp, for example. So it's like a lot of it overlaps. How do you find that balance between helping somebody else get ready? Look at it. See?
I know. Look at it, Frank.
How you doing, man?
Good. You?
Good. Yeah.
Interview crash. Yeah.
Well, we'll be talking to you soon too. How do you keep that balance?
I think it helps.
Because whenever I'm helping other guys get ready, then that's helping me to get in shape. So I'm not kind of going in. I'm not going into my camp, fat and out of shape and not ready for it. I'm going in and I'm in decent shape and I'm ready to work. Whereas, I'm doing all this stuff. I might not be doing the conditioning and everything, but I'm still doing all the workouts hard and helping them with everything.
So what happens when it's like you're in your 8-week training camp and somebody else still needs your help to get ready for their fight, which might be just a couple weeks into yours? Do you have to kind of put your training camp, your normal 8-week training camp on hold for a little bit to keep them getting ready, or do you just start right into yours and they just become a part of it?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, I'll be, like my last camp, I was fighting a tall, orthodox fighter, but it was right at the end of Ben's camp. So, he's a same height as me, but southpaw, and, I'm still giving him rounds while also trying to get rounds for my kind of guy. But, I mean, it's all right. I'm not getting the same look, but if I'm going with good guys, I mean, a fight's a fight. You're not getting the same stuff, but we don't really have a lot of tall guys in our gym anyway, so that one's kind of hard. Got another, Lima's even taller than my last guy, 6'2", so trying to work on that jab, but it's tough. But, yeah, it's all right.
The good news with Lima, though, is that he's an inside fighter. Even though he is long and lanky, he likes fighting on the inside. If you look at his last fight, he had a hard time with a longer, taller guy. Like, he doesn't use his range, doesn't use his distance. He likes to be inside and battle up, which is right in your wheelhouse, especially coming from a wrestling background and especially having that inside power that you like so much. So you don't need to worry so much about your jab. I mean, obviously keep working on it, but the length will not be that big of a factor in here. I think a lot of it's going to be about positioning. And is he going to be able to stop your takedown? And will he be able to hit you on the way in or on the way as he's trying to get you off, hit you on the way out? That's really the difference in this fight. Or am I missing something? Do you see the same way, or is there something I'm missing?
No, I think so, but I don't see him, not trying. After a little bit, I think he's gonna definitely not want to be on the inside with me anymore. Watching his fights, his 3 losses in the UFC, guys, they just got in his face and they started throwing punches, and I feel like he's got to know that that's not what he wants to be doing with a guy who throws hard shots and can take him down. But we'll see. If he sits in the pocket, I'll smile and sit in the pocket too until I see a takedown and get it. But either way, just got to go in there and throw some hands.
Like you said, you're at the MMA lab, and there's a lot of, obviously, Benson Henderson's the big name there, but there's a ton of good men and good women that are training out of that camp right now. So you finding training partners is not an issue. But sometimes, like you said, trying to find the right training partner to give you that right look, to find someone 6'2" that can actually do battle with you. Most guys 6'2" are 225. You don't want them hitting you because that's bad. That's bad for the game.
Yeah, we got like 2 guys over 6 foot, and one of them's about $170, and the other's about 260. So it's tough. But Brian just got back. He's about 6 foot. I think he'll probably be giving me rounds next week. Take a little time off. You know, he had a hard fight. Tim Welch, he's about 6'1". He'll probably be getting in there.
Okay. And Tim Welch is good. He's got a good style that can mimic Dhiego pretty well. So it's actually having him back in helps out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, be honest. This is not going to be seen until like 1 or 2 days before the fight. So there's no time to look at like, oh, he's got this injury or that injury. Normal training camp, though, the typical, bruises and bumps that you get being in training camp, and no major injuries, no major problems with weight or anything like that?
No. I was fighting at 55, and that was a tough cut. But now at 70, the weight, this morning, we're 3.5 weeks out-ish, and I was 87. So I'm right where I want to be. Going into the week of my last fight, I was about 81. So it was an easy cut. I was cutting from like 78 to 55, and that was just too much. So this is easy. But as for injuries, my last camp I was dealing with a back injury, and I took a week off after my fight, kind of let it heal up. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things from wrestling. It's nagging. It's probably going to be there until 6 feet under or something. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Just got to stay on top of it. Go to the chiropractor, my physical trainer, and just get it worked out. But I mean, I feel pretty good. My last fight went good. I got kicked once or twice in the leg, and I didn't get hit in the head at all. So I was able to get right back in and just keep working.
Good. Now, you may not even know, but obviously the UFC, who tends to force everybody else to follow suit, they are putting plans into work for dehydration testing during fight week. So like when you show up during a fight, you can only be a certain percentage over. So a guy at 170 can only weigh 184 when he shows up, and you've got to be hydrated at 184. You said you woke up this morning at 187, means that you've got to lose, 3 to 4 pounds of solid body weight, of real fat loss, muscle loss, if this was in fact happening now. Do you think that's going to be easy for you to do? Like if you're like, I have to come in on Tuesday before a Saturday fight, I've got to weigh 184, you'll be able to make that 184 and be hydrated to do it, right?
Oh, yeah, that would be easy. At 55, I don't think I could probably do it. In college wrestling, they had the hydration tests and stuff that we had to do. So there's ways to kind of fill up your belly and pee while you're dehydrated, and it works out. But, I might have to just call one of my old coaches and see what they think about that. But I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of 55 and 70. Like 55 was just a tough cut, and then 70, it's not a hard cut. I mean, it's a little cut, but I think about 62.5 would be perfect for me. But until then, I'll just stay at 70 and keep lifting and eating and beating people up.
Always that talk about we got to start adding more weight classes. 55, 65. Move it to 75, 85. Stuff like that, because there has to be more weight classes. To go from 55 to 70, that's a huge jump, and then from 70 to 85, really 15 pounds on either side, like that's a whole new ballgame. Like you're talking about two totally different body types and body styles. There's no place, for anybody in the middle like you are, from 55 to 70. So, Dave, thanks for coming on here. Appreciate you spending a couple minutes with us, man. I know it's getting that itchy time about 3.5 weeks out. You're starting to get tired of training camp. Tired of the same routine and eating the same damn food all the time. So good luck in this fight. I'll be watching it from home. Have fun, and we'll be talking again soon.
For sure. Thanks a lot.